So in today's episode, I am going to share with you the journey of closing out our mastermind, a $22,000 program, closing it out in 40 minutes. The story that unfolds may not be exactly what you think it is, the sales tactic. So listen in to hear my journey to selling out a high-ticket mastermind in 40 minutes. Need some effective tactical advice that actually helps you get results and makes a real difference in your life and business? You've come to the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're getting ready to gain serious traction in your business, rapidly multiply your income and impact, and you're ready to make it happen while living all out. Guys, I'm Melissa Hinault, your trustworthy corporate dropout turned six-figure business burnout turned happy and healthy CEO of a multi-million-dollar online business. And you're listening to the Burnout to All Out podcast. On this show, we're serving up innovative growth strategies, simple implementation methods to put them into practice, and action-stimulating inspiration tailored specifically for the modern entrepreneur. Let's dive in. Hey guys. So excited for this episode. I had to put it together because I've gotten a number of questions from folks on how in the world were we able to close out a mastermind, high ticket sale, $22,000 per person. How were we able to close this out in 40 minutes? Yes, 40 minutes. And so I'm excited to share with you my journey on this because it's not what you probably think it is. Because the reality is my journey to this pitch from stage was a long and winding journey. And I'm excited to share it with you today. And I want to actually take you back. I'm going to take you on a journey of business that I liken it to three categories of first getting into business for myself with a small I, little I. We're going to talk about this in a minute. To then transitioning myself to the L version of business, which is lifestyle. We're going to talk about this in a minute. To where I am today in my business with the big I, which is impact, and how my mindset in each level of personal growth and business growth has impacted the growth of my business and who I can impact and how I can scale. So my first journey into business, to start the story of where I landed 2 weeks ago with closing out sales of a mastermind in 40 minutes, starts a decade ago with starting with getting into business for myself. And the little I, so I want to start first with self-preservation as an entrepreneur. Some of you are there right now. I started with self-preservation, with needing to replace my 401k to get out of the cycle of burnout and live a more fulfilled life. I was in self-preservation, what I call the little I, the me. I was looking out for me. I was in burnout. I needed to survive. I wanted a better lifestyle in how I was living my life. Not necessarily, we'll get to the lifestyle in a second, but I wanted to live life a different way and be more fulfilled. So the little I, for me, started with replacing my 401k. And as I navigated through life and business and was able to scale my first business, match my corporate income, I then thought, well, what else can I do? Some of you are at this stage, right? The lifestyle where, okay, I've matched my corporate income, but how much more money can I make, right? How good can it get? How many good things can I buy for myself and my family? How can I create more income and improve my lifestyle? I launched my LinkedIn coaching business and it scaled my income to allow me to afford to do more things, buy more things, right? I was still in the L category, lifestyle. And I also learned a really hard lesson in this phase of business growth. I got greedy. And I'll be the first to admit it. I got greedy and saw that there were other ways to make money. And I saw a business opportunity that looked like super easy income for me. I thought there was no other reason for me to get into this business than to create more income for myself. It was a direct sales company that was selling perceivably cleaner wine than the rest of them. And I thought, hey, I've got a large audience. I've got a lot of experience with this. This is a no-brainer and an easy way for me to what? Make more money, right? There was no focus on impact. It was simply the bottom line of generating more money. It was a really, really, really hard lesson for me because for what I perceivably thought was a no-brainer to just tack this on as another income stream, actually created a long and winding 1-year journey for me with roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, with resistance over and over and over again with trying to get this business up and running. It's for a whole nother podcast and probably a book one day. But what I learned in that journey was that I was 100% invested in pursuing that business solely because it was an income opportunity. My soul was not attached to it. There was no impact for the greater good of this world for me to be selling people wine, especially clean wine, trying to market it as something that was healthy for people to reintroduce them back to alcohol if they hadn't been drinking it, right? If anything, I was like pouring something toxic into the universe for a profit, right? And the whole opportunity ultimately folded and I quit and walked away from it. And it was the universe hitting me over the head over and over enough times, entering into this drama over and over and over again with every roadblock possible until I learned my lesson and realized I was the main character on stage of this drama. And the only way the drama was going to stop was for me to exit stage and to learn my lesson. And so I walked off stage, walked away from the opportunity, and began to shift my focus. See, I was taken care of. I had what I needed. How could I move forward with a more aligned business that felt good because I was actually impacting other people's lives? I started to actually go on this spiritual journey in reconnecting to my source, my God. You can call it God, Allah, universe, source, whatever you want to call it. But I built this muscle, this intuition to really tap in and get still and get clear on really the impact that I could make to contribute to the collective progression of society, of humanity, right? To understand and trust the process and focus on how my skill set can actually create greater good. And it's something, and I'm probably getting to be a little too woo for some of you, and that's all right. But what I've been studying this year that has made all the difference for me is realizing that we are all collectively one in humanity. And energetically on this planet, we are either as humans contributing to the upward spiral of humanity, or we're negatively contributing, focusing solely on self and profit margins and self-preservation, but in the process hurting other people. And what I realized was that the universe, in my experience in that previous business where I was solely pursuing profit, what I learned is that the universe pushed back on me. The universe pushed back on me and made it very hard for me because I wasn't contributing in a positive light to humanity. I wasn't focused on taking my zone of genius and my skills and contributing positively to others. But when I leaned in and doubled down on my coaching for helping others fulfill their dreams and helping them live more all out, more joyfully, more happily, teaching them how to scale businesses in a way that allowed them to still prioritize happiness and joy, which is the main reason we go into business for ourselves in the first place. As I began to hone in on that and perfect that and get results for my clients, my business started to expand because I was focused on positive impact for others and helping others. Okay, gang, we need to take a quick hydration break. So grab your drink of choice. And as you rehydrate, I'll give you the lowdown on my free LinkedIn lead gen masterclass. If you feel like you're screaming into the void when you post content on Facebook or Instagram, struggling to find a sustainable and scalable lead generation process that sticks, and you just want someone who's been there and done that to reveal their secrets, then it's critical that you register to save your spot ASAP. During this live masterclass, you'll get to steal the exact strategy I used to scale my income from $0 to 1 million in just 19 months without spending a fortune on ads or suffering from burnout. Simply check out the show notes of the podcast episode for the link to register for your free spot in the LinkedIn Lead Gen Masterclass. And don't worry, even if you miss a couple of days or you can't make it to all the training sessions, we'll deliver the replays directly into your inbox daily so you can watch them on your own time. All you have to do is make sure you sign up for the masterclass before registration ends. Right? Now, here's another example. So let me just fast forward for you, right? So this is the bigger I, the impact that I've kind of progressed towards in business, even to this live event the other day. For the weeks, I spent 2.5 months preparing for my Burnout to All Out live event. And in those 2.5 months, twice, mark my words, twice I sat down to work on my quote unquote pitch, what I was going to sell. And what I would do is I would breathe on it. I would meditate on it and ask for guidance and clarity and to tap into my intuition on direction. And every time I'm focused on the pitch, every time the feedback I got was, don't focus on the pitch. Don't focus on the sale. Focus on impact. You have all these people traveling in from across literally the world to sit in this room for a couple of days with you. How can you leverage that so that when they walk away, they are changed, that you have contributed to the greater good, that they walk away better humans, that they walk away inspired, they walk away with the action plan for a greater place and purpose in life, in business, right? And so, as crazy as this may sound for some of you guys, I actually didn't focus on the sell. I actually focused on serving. I focused on impact. And I had the intuitive guidance that the income would come because of the impact I was creating, right? And so that brings me to the final day of the live event, when I announced our mastermind and opened the cart for our mastermind. I think maybe I had 4 slides on what was actually in the mastermind and invited the folks in the room, if they wanted to learn about it, to come meet me for lunch. We had twice as many people show up for lunch as we had seats in the mastermind. And we closed it out in 40 minutes. I want to underscore with another story very quickly. We just did what we call a postmortem. We researched, look at the data from previous launches for business. We just had our celebration call with our sales team in my company for our launch. And one social seller on our team had exponentially higher sales than anyone else, nearly twice the sales of anyone else in the group. And when we interviewed her and asked her, and she was at the live event, so we were able to sit with her face to face, and we asked her, what did you do to get such ridiculous results in this launch? And with tears, she shared with us that she didn't focus on the numbers. She didn't compare herself to the other people in the sales team. She solely focused on serving her heart out for the registrants. She solely focused on making sure they got a transformation in our masterclass. She focused on, if they're going to commit to this masterclass for 9 days, I want to make sure they have impact. This is extremely powerful, guys. Extremely powerful. When we get wrapped around the axle of profit, which Yes, profit runs our business. But when we solely focus on profit versus impact, that's when we get lost. And not only do we get lost, but if we go down the wrong rabbit hole, we can actually be penalized for focusing on the wrong things. So I'm here to tell you that if you're feeling like you've been hit over the head 12,000 times with resistance to whatever it is you're doing or selling, maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you need to get still. Maybe you need to tap into your intuition and get really clear if this is truly aligned to you and the greater good and impact that you can make on this planet, right? Because the greater the impact I have experienced, the greater the income. And it comes through selflessly serving. So this is my kind of call to action for all my listeners, that I want you to question, how many lives am I impacting in the business that I'm running right now? Whether you're spiritual or not, you don't have to be spiritually aligned to be focused on improving and causing positive impact on this planet. But we know without a shadow of a doubt, when you create impact, more people come in for that impact. I believe when we create positive impact in this world for humanity, the universe rewards us for that and gives us positive feedback through income and support. So it's a gut check. I want you to take a look at your business process, right? How are you delivering your content? How are you serving in your sales process? How are you serving inside of your community? How much do you truly care for the people that you service? How much do you care with your soul about the transformation that you provide? And if you aren't fully aligned, and if you aren't feeling like there's a huge impact, right? And or you're feeling like you're getting a lot of pushback from the world and not getting a lot of success, maybe reassess where you can create higher impact with what you do. All right. With that, I'm going to call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Come share with me your thoughts, your insights, any strategies with your business, your focus, and your goals for a greater impact in 2024. And if you're looking for a container where I am going to be supporting and coaching and mentoring entrepreneurs through next year with subject matter experts who've helped me in the energetics space with mind, body, and spirituality as an entrepreneur, I am launching a brand new program called The Modern Entrepreneur. Come check it out at my website, burnout2allout.co, and we'll drop it in the show notes as well. So again, that's burnout2allout.co. Can't wait to see you guys on the other side. Thanks, guys, so much for listening in on today's podcast episode. And I can't wait for you to see my upcoming guest in the next episode. You are going to love this keynote speaker. Hey, here's the deal. If you liked this, please subscribe and leave a review. And you want the latest online business growth strategies and exclusive LinkedIn pro tips sent straight to your phone? Text the word update to 704-318-2285. That is, text the word update to 704-318-2285. Can't wait to see you guys. Come find me over on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to hang. I cannot wait to hear how you are enjoying and applying what you're learning. You guys reach out to me over on social because I love hearing what's resonating with you. When you reach out to me and you send me those personal DMs, they really do impact the content I continue to bring forward to you. So again, come find me, Melissa_Hinault over on Instagram, Melissa Hinault over on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys over there.